10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello, Hobby Hawks!
My name is Audrey Pomeroy.
I'm Maimuna.
And I'm Anne-Marie Bailey. Today is December 6, 2018.
This week's Hobby Hop habit is raise your hand to speak in class. Wait for your teacher to call on you and give you permission to speak. Students, please raise your hand to help your teachers keep a focused learning environment in your classes. Teachers, please reinforce students for showing respect by raising their hands to speak in class.
This Friday, we'll be celebrating students with perfect attendance. If you think you had perfect attendance, please check the list posted in the entrance to F hallway. All students with perfect attendance will take part in celebration during 8th period on this Friday, 12/7.
In addition, the following 3 students have been selected for our Special Attendance Awards. If your name is called, please see Miss Tribal in F201 to choose from either Kindle Fire, Echo Dot, or wireless headphones. The winners are Nathan Schneider,
Miguel Flores Cruz,
and Madeline Dreyer.
Congratulations! Keep coming to school every day, Hawks, and that could be you 6 weeks from now.
Don't forget that NGHS is still accepting plastic jars of only creamy peanut butter for the snack pack for kids and dog food and cat food for the animal shelter through December 14th, 2018. Please bring all donations to A111 in Miss Ulry's room.
This is a reminder to all 8th grade teachers. 8th grade AVID students will be taking a field trip to Clark High School tomorrow, December 6th, and need to be released after announcement to the bus loop for the 8:50 departure returning by noon. Please be sure to read your email for details.
Attention 7th and 8th graders. You are invited to the Snowball Dance coming up next Friday on December 14th from 6 to 8 p.m. Wristbands will be on sale for $5 next week during lunch. So remember 7th and 8th graders. Save the date for the Snowball Dance on December 14th and plan on having a good time with yummy food and great music.
This week we are all celebrating Inclusive School Week. We are all different by the way we look, learn, and express ourselves. Even though we aren't all different, we must be accepting of everyone. On Polar Express Day, we believe that every child on our campus will succeed. Wear your hobby spirit to show your support.
8th grade, this is for you. It's super important that all 8th graders bring back their magnet school field trip permission slips back to school. The trip is next week, so if you haven't already, return these to your history teachers today.
If you weren't at the 7th grade Lady Hawks game last night, you missed a show. The Lady Hawks took on Rudder for the first game of the regular season and did not disappoint. With the aggressive transition points made by Sarah Sweet Shot Perales, the Lady Hawks took a quick lead in the first quarter 6-2, but Rudder was only getting warmed up. After back-to-back pass errors and a defensive steal, the Lady Hawks found themselves tied 8-8 by the end of the first quarter. Using their secret weapons, the 6-man and Isabella Not in My House Ayala, the Lady Hawks were able to transition off 6 steals by Ayala to lead 16-11 at the half. Rudder wasn't giving up or slowing down.
After some confusion with halftime changes, the Lady Hawks found themselves in a difficult slump in the third quarter that resulted in the Rudder shutdown, outscoring the Lady Hawks 12-4 in the third quarter and taking the lead 23-20 by the end of the third. These girls really had something to prove and put up a memorable fight to finish, relying solely on their defense to bring them back into the game.
After key steals and put back by Isabel Not in My House Ayala, 5 blocks and 6 defensive board by Anna Get That Outta Here Beggins, the Lady Hawks found Renee in the clutch, Acevedo for 6 points, resulting in a tie game at the end of regulation 29-29. With the momentum on the bench and in the stands, the Lady Hawks charged forward with their brick wall man defense and shut down Rudder in overtime, allowing only 2 points. Sarah Sweetshot Perales and Sasha Shake and Bake Coleman led the charge offensively with aggressive drive in the basket, resulting in the 5 points to win the game, 34-31.
Defensive player of the game goes to Isabel Not In My House Ayala for her 9 steals. Offensive players of the game goes to Sarah Sweetshot Perales, recording 7 points in the game. And MVP of the game goes to Anna Get That Out of Here Biggins with 12 rebounds, 7 blocks, and high point of the game with 8 points.
After a long game 1, the Lady Hawks B team was ready to get that double dub and sweep Rutgers for the first game of the season. The Lady Hawks went trade for trade, ending the first quarter tied 4-4. But fresh legs in the second proved to be exactly what they needed to take the lead 8-10 at the half. With the impeccable stone-cold defense, traps in the front court, and record-breaking third quarter, the Lady Hawks proved that they weren't going to be beat and held Rudder to only 1 point. The fourth quarter is where the girls really came alive and never looked back. Their aggressive defensive stops by Nolani Baby Shark Perez and Annie Lyme Disease Flea Brune earned their spot as the defensive MVPs.
High scores from the game were Eva Gray from downtown Yana with 5 points and Shams the Mean Monster Kamal with recorded 4 points. The Lady Hawks sent Rudder packing up early with the sweep, ending regulation with a final score of 18-13. MVP of the game goes to Janessa the Little General Gutierrez, who had 9 steals and 2 points on the game. Great job, ladies. Come out and support the Lady Hawks as they play Stevenson at home next week.
Last night, the Lady Hawks 8th grade basketball team traveled to Rudder to take on the Rangers. The first quarter was all defense from both teams. Meryl, she's a keeper, Heiselman, led all scores in the first quarter with 4 and helped give the Hawks Slime 6-4 lead after the first quarter. In the second quarter, it was all Hawks with Karen Feisty as a felon Worthbuck, Gianna Go-Getter Kinney, Lily Penny Pinchers Andrews, Malone Mighty Mouse McNamara, Rebecca Short but tall in her own way, Simons and Margaret the Matrix McFarland, not allowing the Rangers to score a single point in the quarter and taking the lead into halftime 18-6.
The second half, the Hawks did not look back, playing a great defense and scoring a lot of points on fast breaks, winning the game by a final score of 35-12. Top scorers of the game were Ramsey Crazy Feet Robledo with 7, Meryl, she's a keeper, Heinzelman with 5, and the trio Karen Feisty as a feeling, Wurzbach, Lily Pennypincher Andrews, and Rebecca Shortbatal in her own way Simmons scored 4 each. Defensive players of the game were Gianna Go-Getter Kinney, who led the team with 5 steals, and Lily Pennypincher Andrews, who led the team in rebounds with 10.
In the B game, the Hawks took control for the beginning and never looked back. Alia Freaky Fast Farrell led all scores in the first quarter with 6 and the Hawks led 8-2. The Hawks' second quarter group outscored the Rangers 7-3 with the high scores of the quarter. Ariel the Jet Gonzalez, who hit two 3-pointers for 6 points. The Hawks led all the half 15-5.
Much like the A game, the Hawks took a commanding lead in the second half and never looked back. The third quarter group scored the most points out of any of the other quarters with 10. This was the combination of Maddie Teensy Weensy Wilson with 2, Lickety Split La Asaya Alexander with 4, Leslie High Powered Hernandez with 2, and Lily Cray Cray with 2. The score at the end of 3 was 25-7, and the game ended with Hawks victory by the score of 30-9.
Top scorers were Aaliyah Freaky Fast Farrell with 7 and Ariel the Jet Gonzalez with 6. Defensive players of the game were Adriana Riedemann Rubio and with 5 steals, and Angelina Kamatni Bro Covarrubias with 10 rebounds. Come out next week as the Lady Hawks travel to Stevenson to take on the Wildcats.
That's all for today, so let's go out and make a positive Purple Power Day, and until next time,
Bye, Hawks!